Peace, family. This your brother, Mr. Holipsism, coming to you today with a live stream that I really don't know where this is going to go because this is like way above my pay grade, and I'm the only one on here. No one's here with me. So we'll see how this goes. Why did I create this live stream for today? It's because I wanted to talk about something that's above my pay grade. And the title of this live stream is International Diaspora Investment Fund. And I know, another acronym, IDIF. We don't need that, but it is what it is. And why did I title this International Diaspora Investment Fund? I put a post on Facebook about a week ago, maybe a week or more ago. And I said, out of the 50 million Black people in America, you mean to tell me there's not one accountant or one lawyer with an African-centered consciousness willing to invest their time and energy into the creation of an international diaspora investment fund? Then I said that this was above my pay grade. And what does that mean? When you say it's above your pay grade, that's a phrase that describes a situation that is outside of one's scope of responsibility, a decision that must be made by people of a higher rank. Something that is above one's pay grade requires more knowledge than that person has, or more authority than that person can wield. And I am that person where it is above my pay grade when it comes to investment funds and financing and stuff like that. But the difficult part is finding people who have the ability to think outside the box of what your investment funds and finances are when it comes to anything not related to Black African people. Because I think when it comes to us, we have to think a little bit outside the box. Maybe we have to create technologies that don't even exist. I don't know. But it would be nice to have that conversation with somebody that was a lawyer and somebody that was an accountant. But the search continues. So what did I do? I went to Chat GPT. Y'all guys are familiar with that. That's a new hot smoking thing on the internet. AI. They say it is challenging Google. I asked them, how do you create an international investment fund for America and Africa? Oh, let me bring Underrated in. What's up, Underrated?
This is definitely above my pay grade.
Oh, but have no clue what we're doing right now. But that's cool. We're just flying by the seat of our pants. And we'll see how this works out.
We'll see.
So I asked the AI, how do you create an international investment fund for America and Africa?
Okay.
And this was the answer. They said creating an international investment fund for America and Africa will involve a series of steps. Here is a roadmap for creating an international investment fund. Number one, determine the goal and investment strategy of the fund. This involves identifying the investment objectives of the fund, the geographical scope of the fund, and the type of assets or securities that the fund will invest in. Number two, select a fund manager or investment advisor. Interesting. The fund manager or advisor will be responsible for managing the fund's investments and executing the investment strategy. Number three, develop a legal and regulatory framework. This includes registering and licensing the fund in the relevant jurisdictions, complying with the securities laws, and establishing a governing board. Number four, raise capital for the fund. This can be done through marketing and networking and potential investors, or by targeting into institutional investors such as pension funds or endowments. Number five, identify investment opportunities and manage the portfolio. The fund manager will need to research and analyze investment opportunities in America and Africa and make investment decisions based on the fund's investment strategy. Number 6, monitor performance and report to investors. The fund manager will need to track the fund's performance, provide regular updates to investors, and make adjustments to the investment strategy as necessary. And in summary, ChatGPT, the AI, says, by following these steps, you can create an international investment fund for America and Africa that aims to achieve financial returns while promoting economic growth and development in these regions. Underrated mind.
Yep.
I have a question to ask you.
Go ahead.
Why is someone like me talking about this?
It shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be, right?
It shouldn't be.
But why? Why do you think, of all the people in Black African America, on this Sunday, I'm somebody who has absolutely no clue how to do this, is even talking about this?
Sad to say, man. I mean, some people just don't want to do the work, or they don't have the same mindset. But
Now,
I
just
think
based on what
there's one, at least one.
just based on what I laid out, well, not that I, but the Chat GPT laid out,
Right.
does this seem like an overly complex thing to do?
No.
Sounds like you need a lawyer and an accountant. If you had
Right.
one lawyer, one accountant out of the 50 million Black people in America, I think you can put this thing together.
Yeah, and of course, like with their knowledge and being in the industry for so long, it'll probably be even faster than what ChatGPT mentioned.
Wow. So then my next question is, why is nobody doing it?
You know, the answer with that, it just varies. Cause it's like you got people that talk about it, but then they don't do it. You got people that say they have plans on doing it, but then, stringing it along.
Mm.
And then you have folks that do it, but really just for themselves or something. It's not even for the collective. So
Yeah, that's true. You even got people who have committed their life to stopping scammers
where are we going with this?
that won't do it. Like, I applaud the stopping the scammers. I mean, that's a good thing. I would never put that down. I think that that's admirable. But how about offering a solution or an alternative to the scammers?
Right.
If you're going to tell people what they shouldn't invest in, why not create something that they can invest in?
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
It's
Peace,
like
Ronan Black.
it's like we get that you serve, a purpose of spotting scammers and helping, people to not fall into that trap. But what about creating something to where they can avoid the trap, but then also invest and put their money in so that it actually is tangible. It results in something, worthy.
Yeah. And you know why me and you talking about this, we shouldn't feel any way about it? Like, if we say something stupid that doesn't make any sense and is not plausible, does it really matter? Because there's nobody here to correct us.
Yeah, it's above our pay grade.
Yeah, there's nobody here to set us on the right path and tell us how we're wrong and how to do it right. So then we could just say anything.
You know what? as we're talking right now, there should be a bunch of lawyers and accountants coming on this live stream saying, "Send me the link."
Because you guys are out here spreading misinformation. You don't know what you're talking about.
You are manipulating the minds of black. Send me the link.
But, in the absence of that, let me just offer some clueless suggestions. There's an app that people are familiar with called Robinhood.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an app that was created by people thinking outside the box. Apparently, that's only the property of white people. And they decided they were going to create an app to give the small person, the little guy, the opportunity to invest in stocks if they can't even buy a full stock. So it's fractional stock that you can purchase.
Mm.
Thinking outside the box. Nobody ever did it before. They came up with a system and look, it worked. Wow. Who
It
would have
sound
thought?
it sounds crazy until it works.
Yeah, who would have thought? So here it is, me. This was a crazy idea that I had. And since there's nobody around to actually correct me if it's stupid, I'll just state it anyway. I was thinking that maybe if black people were to have their own stock market, they can make a Robinhood app, reverse engineer that Robinhood app to our needs, and then approach black businesses and corporations to be a part of that network. And by them becoming a part of that network, whatever the name, it would allow people to invest in those companies. And guess what?
What's that?
Unlike GoFundMe and Patreon and the rest of this stuff where you're just giving your money to somebody and hoping they do the right thing, with Robinhood, you actually see the amount of money that you invest in and you see your equity.
Exactly.
So it's above the board, it's transparent. That's Hollop's suggestion, the dipshit from Brooklyn that grew up in the project suggestion on how we should have International Diaspora Investment Fund. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about because, like I said, this is above my pay grade. But since there's nobody to correct us, correct me, I feel very confident talking about this.
Yeah. It's a great proposal. It's the best one. I mean, to the idea itself, like as you said, it's transparency, it's self-service. People could, see the progress and what's going on. Like there's
Mhm.
no behind the counter stuff or behind the scenes, and then you're just kind of reacting to what's happening on the board. People could actually see the result. And that's what we need as black people. We need something that we know what we're putting into, and it's a clear indication of what is going on with our money. But
Oh,
hey, I'm from Stanford. You're from Flatbush. I
yeah,
don't know. I don't
yeah, yeah. I since we're spitballing here,
know.
I got another suggestion. Like I
Uh-oh.
said, based on pure ignorance. It says number two was select a fund manager or investment advisor. The fund manager or investment advisor would be responsible for managing the fund's investments and executing the investment strategy.
Right.
You know who I was thinking about that could possibly fit that role?
Oh.
The largest black bank in America called One United Bank.
Oh my goodness.
You think they could be involved in this
You
somehow?
know, you know, it sounds crazy, but then when you think about it, the infrastructure is already there. You already have people that have the jobs of a fund manager, financial
Wow.
advisor, investment advisor. I mean, saves a lot of time. We could literally check off the list of number two if we have One United Bank.
Wow. So that's not well, even if it is crazy, I mean, who cares? Nobody's here to correct us. I think that that would be a great entity or institution to help manage the fund.
I-
And it would also help create accounts with One United Bank because I think black people need to make One United Bank their main bank. They need to. I'm all for putting your money in other banks, but I think that you should have an account with One United Bank. As if you're a
Right.
black person living in America, that would make sense to me.
I mean, they say buy
And I'm
black,
sure
right?
One United Bank, they want customers, right? I'm sure
Yeah.
One United Bank wants customers. They want people to sign up to their bank. And it won't just be black people. Because once the bank is successful in doing what I mean, other people are more than welcome to put their money into our bank. I don't have a problem with that. We're not racist.
Exactly. It's our bank. Everybody
Does
can
Chase
invest in
have a
it.
problem taking black folks' money? Absolutely not. So why should
Hell
One
no.
United Bank have a problem taking white, black, or Chinese, red, black, and green, whatever? Why? Why should they have a problem taking the money? No, they shouldn't. But like I
Right.
said, this is above my pay grade. I don't know what I'm talking about. And I preface this whole conversation by saying that we have no idea what we're talking about. And it would be
Exactly.
cool if somebody would come and correct us that actually knows this shit.
I'm looking at the comment section. I'm just looking for that one person that says, "Send me the link." I'm an investment advisor. I do not approve of this.
We do
Send
not
the
approve of these
link.
shenanigans,
Look,
this
I already got the link. Copy
tomfoolery.
and paste it. I already got the link. Copy. I'm just ready to paste
Yeah,
it.
we do not approve of this tomfoolery going on.
What do you usually say? Who left the gate open? That's what they're
Yeah.
going to say.
I want to, but Rudy, this is a little bit off topic, but I'll put it up because I want to see what Underrated has to say about it, and I'm going to give my thoughts afterwards.
Wait a minute. Baruti says, could you comment on the NAACP's pushback on the so-called reparations payout to SF citizens of $5 million since the NAACP wanted progress instead of just money? Was it trying to be an investment fund?
I think he means programs.
Oh, programs. Okay. And then what does SF mean? What is it?
Oh, San Francisco, I think.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was thinking the
Yeah.
same thing. All right, so could you so-called reparations payout to this? They were never going to do that.
But let's play devil's advocate. Let's say that they were going to do it, because if I'm not mistaken, that's $5 million per person, right?
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I'm thinking too.
All right. Let's say they were like hypothetically they were going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take then?
If NAACP does not push back on giving reparations to San Francisco citizens, I mean, if they advocate for it, I don't see the benefit of that, because it's only people in San Francisco getting $5 million. And then on top of that, what happens after they get the 5 million?
Well, wait, are you saying the citizens get it or the NAACP get it for the programs, in quotes? Let me just give my take on it and tell me what you think about this.
All right.
This, we all know, because we've had various live streams about this, that how reparations should be doled out. We should have a nation state, a base of operations, and that money and those resources should be pooled into that nation state to develop the pillars of a nation. We should have our economy, our finance and economic system. We should have our military, the defense system. We should have all the things that countries have, because the whole purpose of reparations is to what? Restore a nation, repair a nation, right?
Right.
So, are we going that route? Obviously not, right? So
Right.
this is the dilemma. This question right here is the dilemma of not doing that. Because I'm thinking is, if myself as a citizen here in America, let's take it outside of San Francisco and say in this perfect world that Congress and the Senate both said yes, and black folks get $5 million apiece. I take the $5 million. What else am I going to do? You feel me? Like, if those are the options, why would I give the $5 million to the NAACP to do what the NAACP been doing for the ever since they've been fucking created, which is nothing.
Right.
Just give it to the people. I mean, it's like pick your poison. It's not going to be a good deal for us either way. But if you had a choice between taking money directly to you as a citizen rather than giving it to the NAACP to create a program, you trust the NAACP to take your money and create programs for you. Really? Just give me the money. So I understand it from that perspective, because that's the only perspective there really is, because we're not doing it the right way. We're not doing what we're supposed to do as a people, which is embrace our nation state and try to rebuild our country. Since that's off the table, then give me the fucking money.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever trying to have the idea of an investment fund company. Not at all.
No, not at all. So that's my answer. It's like, if I had to pick between the NAACP and getting a check, I get the check. But you already know that I'm not down for the check. I'm not down for the check. I think that that's stupid.
Yeah.
You give black people checks, and all we're going to do is spend the money, and we're not going to have any socioeconomic and political power. We're not going to have a base of operations. We're not going to have a country or a nation. We're still going to be second and third class citizens in America after the money is gone.
Back to square one.
So it's stupid. And it just shocks me that somebody of my education level knows that it's stupid, yet we have all these brilliant motherfuckers here in America that's black who's pushing this check, get the check and cut the check for individuals. The whole thing is just a glaring example of how immature we are when it comes to dealing with reality, dealing with socioeconomic and political problems. We're just immature. We're like toddlers. And you know how I know we're toddlers? Because you got a guy like me talking about it. If we were any type of organized people, I wouldn't be anywhere near a mic. But because we're so pathetic, people like me have a voice.
I would have been in the cut just listening.
Yeah, I should be listening. I should be sitting in a chair listening to our professionals.
Right.
And our educated people. I shouldn't be on the mic telling anybody anything. But our professionals aren't even thinking about an International Diaspora Investment Fund. That's not even on the table. So I just put this live stream out to put the concept out. Oh wait, what happened?
Hold on, that's me.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were screen sharing?
I wasn't screen sharing. I came in twice.
Oh, okay. But yeah, like, back to the question, underrated. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know why. It's above our pay grade. I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I took financial literacy, in high school. I'm just like, you know what? This is not my route. But
No.
I need to learn the foundations, budgeting and things like that, of course,
Yeah,
Other
but you're
than
not
that,
a fund manager.
right. I'm not a fund manager. I'm not
You
an
don't know
investment
about
advisor.
securities. You don't know about international law and fund management, and you don't know anything, and neither do I. Neither do I. And that's why I say I feel no way about it by talking about this stuff, because there's nobody to correct us. It's like, you know what it's like? We're in the classroom, right? And the teacher hasn't shown up. So
Oh
just get up in front of the
no.
class and start teaching. What the hell?
Yo.
Until the teacher actually gets there. And then he can tell you to sit down because you don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. That's how it feels. Doesn't it feel that way?
It
Like
sure does.
me and you in the class, like breaking down equations on the board that we know nothing about.
Look, I'm just writing on the board as you prophesy. You just being the prophet holla. What we need to do as a class.
It's like crazy. It's like I tell people all the time, I don't know how to build a bridge, but I do know that a bridge needs to be built.
Right.
Weird, huh?
Right.
Oh, brother
Like
Ronan's in the house.
like I don't know that I don't know, like when we talked about the live stream with how jobs are created. I don't
Mhm.
know exactly how jobs are created, but we do know that, you have to
We
have
need to create
industries.
jobs. Yeah,
Right. You have to have industries because those create those jobs.
right. I don't know how our irrigation system works. I don't know how to build bridges and stuff like that. I just know they need to be built. I know they need to be maintained. We need to have electricity and gas and whatever. I know that we need power, but I'm not an engineer.
I don't know I don't know all the aspects of nationhood, but I do know we need a nation.
Yeah,
We want to get things rolling.
yeah. And it ain't my nation, it's our nation. Because
Right.
I can't build a nation by myself. Have you reached out to attorney Ben Crump, a man all about town, to build a legal end of IDF and contact some accountants to facilitate your goals of IDP? Is this laughable or substantive? No, it's very substantive. But the problem is this, Baruti. I want you to comprehend the problem and the reason why this live stream is so funny. How long have we been in this situation? Am I so fucking brilliant that nobody thought about this until today when I made this live stream? Nobody thought that we should have an investment fund where we can pool our resources together. The black people in America can have a place to put their money. Nobody thought about that until I did this live stream today. Now I have to go to Ben Crump, the man about town, and put it in his ear so I can, hey, Ben, why don't we make a international diaspora investment fund so that black people can have a place to put their money? And Ben's gonna go, oh shit, what's your name? Hollop? When did you think that? Oh my God. Yo, I gotta call up my lawyers and accountant friends
I'm
so we can
done.
get right on the ball and start doing. Do you see what I'm saying?
I'm done.
You see what I'm saying, Baruti? What the I'm nobody. I am a nobody. Why am I sitting up here trying to map out a fucking international diaspora investment fund?
Oh my
I
goodness.
know nothing about this shit.
And you know what? They're not going to come on this live stream to explain that, but they'll come on the live stream to talk about the movie Wakanda,
Oh
or
yeah,
they're going the Godfather of Harlem and give their takes on it.
yeah.
And
Talk
then
about what's his name, Kang getting arrested.
right.
Um, talk about just pearly things that's racist. What
D-
else? What else is
D-
out in the ether?
Deion Sanders taking a job in college. They'll come on and talk about that. But as soon as we ask their profession, they're like, "Oh, well, we were thinking about having, an investment fund. Like, what did you think?" Well, there's just a lot to think about when it comes to that. It's like, nah, you're already on the live. Why don't you explain it?
No,
You got the
I
mic.
gotta go. I gotta go to Ben Crump and bend his ear to something that he has apparently never thought of.
Right. I tell
Has
you this.
anybody besides Holla thought about who's a professional in their field, thought about that black folks in America need something that they can invest in confidently and not some Ponzi scheme or some scam? Has anybody thought to do that? Or is everybody just content with scamming the people and taking their money and leaving the people bleeding them dry and basically killing the spirit of our people for a need for a nation? What you do every time you set up some scam and the people get scammed out of their money, we lose another person who is interested in us doing for the collective. They say, fuck the collective. And I know people like that personally who can't stand black coffee now because of y'all niggas. And I love them. I respect them. These are people that that are friends of mine, that I love them. And I understand because they've been hurt and abused so much by your incompetence. And now they don't even like black coffee. They don't want nothing to do with anything involving blackness.
They say I need some 2 creams and sugar.
This person in. Who's E to L? Oh wait, they left.
I don't think that wasn't Ethel now, because
no, I don't think that was Ethel. It might have been. I don't know, but they got knocked off. I just wait for them to come back. But you see what I'm saying, Baruti? You see what I'm saying? It's like, why are we having conversations about this stuff when there are people that's way more intelligent than us, way more educated than us, way more professional than us? Where are they? Because this gets back to the point that I've always been making. Everybody keeps talking about we need to do that, we need to do that, and they playing this 3D. They acting like they're playing 3D chess with the white man. There is no we. There's no we. There's no us. There's no our. Because the we, us, and our are doing their own thing. The reason why you don't see any lawyers putting together and lawyers and accountants putting together an International Diaspora Investment Fund is because they just don't fucking care. All they care about is themselves and their own immediate family. If that. A lot of them don't even give a fuck about their family. And this is the where we live. This is the soup that we're swimming in right now.
Right. I mean, again, going back to, above my pay grade from ChatGPT, step 1, determine the goal and investment strategy of the fund. We can't do that. If I look at that, I'm like, what does that even mean? What?
And the funny part about it is, all it would take is a lawyer and an accountant. Now, if in a perfect world, we would have multiple lawyers and multiple accountants, we have a lot of brain power working toward this.
Right. We would have a live stream that would break it down in layman's terms, but no.
I'm even willing to not have a live stream. I'm even willing to do that. Like, nothing that we do has to be public.
Right.
But I would just love privately for people to be doing this stuff. Oh, I want to show you. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ah, damn.
Well, you can't share your screen?
No, I don't want to share the screen. First of all, I got to find out exactly what, because I don't want to misquote. Do you remember I posted something in the Signal group where I was talking about the operating expenses for the African Union?
Yeah,
let me see if I can find it. I don't want to make a statement without having it backed up. So hold on a second. African Union.
I'm trying to recall which chat it might have been under.
Okay. This is a breakdown of the AU budget in 2020.
Okay.
$157.2 million to finance operational budget of the union. Let me repeat that again. $157.2 million to finance the operational budget of the union.
Wow.
Do I have to say anything else?
Wow.
Do I have to say anything else?
Wow. 100. Shaking my head.
Let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
How would a $50,000 salary work for you? Could you make that work?
Yeah.
So if they were to give you $50,000 a year for you to be a clerk at the African Union, would you do it?
Why not?
Yeah, I'd do it. So average salary 50,000. I'll give you that to work at the African Union operationally. How many employees are you hiring if you pay them all 100 if you pay them all $50,000 out of a $157 million budget? How many employees is that? Somebody do the math. That's not my thing.
Oh my goodness.
So, what does that tell you?
Oh my goodness. You said 157.2 million, right?
Right. For operational budget. That's the operational portion, meaning the people that's there that are actually operating the AU, because we got to pay them. You got to lace them up.
Wow. That's like about 3,000 more, a little more than that.
But let's go
That's
for it. I want to be unfair. 216.9 million will go into the program budget. Funny, the operational budget is kind of competing with the program budget.
oh my
Interesting.
goodness.
273.1 million will finance peace support operations. Hmm. Does that sound vague and ambiguous to you?
Yeah, what is it? Peace support operations.
This is not a breakdown of a budget, by the way. I'll just say that. When you have a breakdown of the budget, you know exactly where each dime is going. It's not umbrellaed under these vague, abstract terminologies.
Right, they make it sound good.
273.1 million toward peace support operations. Okay, how is that split up under peace support operations? Where is that allocated?
Right.
And then people wonder why nobody wants to invest in their money in anything, their hard-earned cash. And I can tell you this, and I'll say it, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Until there's a legitimate, transparent fund with accountability and liability and
Mhm.
transparency, the BAIO will not collect a freaking dime from Black people.
None.
Period.
None.
You ain't gonna have you may have been conned and schemed and scammed by other groups. You will never be able to say that about us because it's
Mhm.
not going to happen. Because you have members in this group that's been scammed and been conned out of their money and been left to dry. So why the hell would we do that?
Right. I mean, if anything, we would rather have professionals and experts. That's why we always promote, if you have any skill, talent, and you pretty much believe in the same, ideology we do, join us because we don't have all the answers.
No. The BAIO has always been above my pay grade as a whole. Always. I'm involved in stuff that I would much rather have somebody handling the website, somebody handling the structures and whatever, all of the department. I would much rather have the people that are professionals in that handling it. But in the
Mhm.
absence of that, What can you do? Can you complain? You can't really complain. Oh, the BAI ain't doing this. BAI doing that. Well, guess what? Who's gonna do it? Because you sitting back saying we ain't doing this. What are you doing? How are you involved? Are you in this process? Are you doing the Michael Jackson popcorn gift?
Oh no. Oh no.
Anyway, could you summarize the goals of the IDP? Also, could you elaborate on the significance of including International Diaspora as part of the acronym? Actually, I'm tired of acronyms. It just, it is what it is. I don't understand what you mean when you say summarize the goals of the IDI. What do you mean by that? You have to be more specific, because I think the chat GPT showed us what we should do. But when you say goals, what do you mean? Because if maybe he means where do we want to allocate the funds that are collected? Maybe. Is that what he means? Because I do have some suggestions for that, but I'm not, like I said, that's another conversation that I shouldn't even be in. So if we wanted to let the moron talk, yeah, I can give my opinion. I mean, I don't see how it's relevant. Like, all right, like take for instance, I found out recently that the average, like a civil engineer in Liberia, salary for the year is $4,000.
Get out of here.
Yes. Now,
Holla.
yes. Now, let's say, just hypothetically, we pulled our resources together just as a BAIO, not even like Black people as a whole. Let's just say, all right, 50 members of the BAIO contributed $30 a month.
Right.
Let me get my calculator out, because this is not for me.
$30 a month throughout the year. We're talking about $360 from each person. And then if we do that for
per month.
Right.
So $50. No, what am I talking about? See what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm doing. That's a perfect example. All right, 30 people times $50. That's $1,500 a month.
Right.
$1,500 a month, right? Now keep in mind, I said this was a civil engineer. He makes $4,000 a year. In 1 month, we could come up with $1,500. How many people will you think we'd be able to hire if we wanted to, let's say, have teachers to teach children in a school?
How many people will we have for that?
Let's see. Let's break this down. I'm going to use a calculator. 4,000 divided by, should I divide it by 12 or by 52? No, let's do by 52. About $77 a week.
Wow.
$77 a week. Right?
Right.
So that's 4,000 divided by 12. $333 a month. In 1 month, if 50 people donated $30 a month, we would have $1,500 for just that month.
Just that month.
I personally believe, and like I said, this is coming from somebody who's absolutely ignorant. I personally believe that we should do Liberia one project at a time. If we had a fund, we can target a project that we feel we start off small and complete that project and move on to the next project.
Right.
But I don't know what I'm talking about. That is Ethel.
Yep. Because
Actually, it spells Ethel, which is like duh. See, that just goes another reason to show you how we are too dumb to be handled in this subject matter.
oh
We
man,
couldn't even tell that spells ETA. Come on. That's
Can
a
y'all hear
perfect
me?
example right there. Of course, I hear you. You're
my
good.
Oh,
IQ
okay.
just went
Okay.
down way low.
Oh, wow. Wow. Sorry, I didn't mean to
Sad.
confuse anybody.
Oh no, we're just dumb.
Y'all are not dumb. You're not dumb.
This is going to be a clip.
Never pre-qualify in the negative.
Hey, I'm just keeping it real,
Oh,
man. When it comes, I'm gonna tell you, when it comes to International Diaspora Investment Fund, I am a blithering idiot. I can honestly say that.
I wouldn't say you're an idiot. It's just not your skill set.
That's a nice. That's why you're my friend. Thank you.
Yes.
He's a
oh my
counter to my
goodness.
self-deprecation.
Yes, yes. Trying to keep it all positive because I mean my is not in my pay grade either. I mean the only thing I can do is financial literacy, which is the basics.
Right. Well, let me ask you, Ethel,
Sure.
why are we talking about this?
Because nobody else is talking about it, and also because most of the other communities are integrationists and assimilars. So therefore, they're not really into wanting to really talk about nationhood.
That's an interesting point. That is
Yeah,
an
I mean, because
interesting
basically, if
point.
you are interested in nationhood, the concept is what needed. We all know we need money to get to our final goal point. So if we
Mhm.
all combine our finances together, because I think we talked about this before in terms of how the community of our people are consumers. We spend a lot of money. We have money to spend to entertain ourselves, to make ourselves look good. But for something that is really going to benefit our community, then all of a sudden there's a problem, right? I don't want to put the money in the black-owned bank because how do we trust them? But you trust to put your money in other people's banks.
Mm.
Right.
We aren't even getting a lot of comments. Like, does anybody have anything they have to say about this? Like, what's your suggest? What do you think about this International Diaspora Investment Fund concept? Like, is it just some tomfoolery on my part, some shenanigans?
Right. And you know what's so funny too? I mean, because you mentioned One United Bank. Looking back at the list that Chat GPT gave or the roadmap, this covers pretty much steps 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 5. I mean, the only thing is just, the monitoring piece, like who's just going to monitor it. So, but
Mhm.
it's like if we start off with One United Bank, a lot of that stuff will be covered.
Well, if One United Bank was the way I see it, and like I said, I don't know what I'm talking about, but if we had one, let's say that One United Bank was the holder or the manager of the International Diaspora Investment Fund,
Mm,
first of all, it would funnel a lot of our resources as a people to One United Bank
right.
because then people would have an outlet in which to pour their money. Because that I keep telling people all the time, money is not the issue with Black folks. I did that video on TikTok showing that we have um more than enough money as a people to have about 18 billion, and that's just off the money, off the savings alone. We're not even talking about investments, we're not talking about any of that. Just straight
Mhm.
up savings, we could do that as a people. And if you want to cut that in half, 9 at least, we have the ability to raise a lot of money. The problem is confidence in the systems that we use to collect that money is at an all-time low.
Mm,
Black people don't trust Black people. 'Black people don't trust Black people. Black 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 people don't because there's too many people that's taking advantage of them.
Right. Goes back to the scams and everything that they experience. Yeah.
Because it's this donate because this is a black thing, or because you're black, and all this dumb shit. It's funny how Robinhood doesn't make those requests. You open up an account with Robinhood, you invest money in Robinhood, you know what you invested and you know what your return is. You know how the stocks are performing because you got the app on your phone and you're looking at it every day. That's what I want for black folks.
Right.
That's what I want for black folks. I don't want black folks to be pouring their money into this pool of blackness. This is a bottomless pit that goes nowhere.
Yeah. Like, enough with the struggle stories. What we gonna do?
Kevin can't got jokes.
He says, "Axe Pan-African strikes back."
That's obviously on some Chris Rock stuff right there.
Oh
That's
my
a joke.
goodness.
So I think we're gonna have to learn it ourselves, some of us.
We
You know what
each
the
got to
problem
take
with
a
that is?
section.
You know what the problem with that is, Ethel?
Yes.
And I spoke about. I made a video about this a long time. I think it was called "The Architecture of Nationhood" or something like that. It was.
Mhm.
I'll find it. I asked this question. I said, "What's more cost effective and efficient?" Let's say I have a house, right?
Mhm.
And there's an electrical problem in my house.
Mhm.
And there's also a plumbing problem in my house with the water and with the gas.
Right.
Is it cost effective for me to go to school for 4 years to learn about each one? I got to go 4 years for electricity, 4 years for gas, and 4 years for piping, water piping and stuff. And then after 12 years, I can come back and fix my house? Or should I get an electrician? Should I get a plumber and let them do the job? Now, I could go to school and learn this shit, and I'd probably be well off as an individual. Like, I'd be very bright
Right.
and know a lot of shit.
Right.
But it doesn't seem very cost effective to me when you have people who are professionals who refuse to do the job. It's like if I go to a plumber or electrician and I say, "Yo, son, I got a electrical problem in my house." Here comes, identifies the problem, and I say, "Well, how much is it going to cost to fix it?" He's like, "Fix it? This is your house." Like, what? So why am I paying you? So you just came to tell me a problem that I already knew? And I'm supposed to pay you for that? Aren't you
This
supposed to be fixing the problem? Nah, man.
this is a
This is your house.
consultation.
This is your house. You expect me to do everything? Like, what the fuck, man?
This is a consultation service.
But
And
that's
then look,
literally what we got going on in our culture right now. Think
with
about it.
that same situation, you go into school and you still got that electrical and plumbing problem. It gets even worse. You probably don't
Right.
got electricity to study at home.
Exactly. Your place is done.
Done and flooded.
But isn't that exactly what's going on right now in this culture?
Yeah.
We have all of these problems that need to be addressed, and the people that can't address them are just turning a blind eye to it. I'm
You know,
not the only person, to get back to what Baruti was asking that question about, should I go to this dude, Ben Crump, and tell him about the concept? It's like, the fact that I have to do that is the problem.
right.
What the hell is Ben Crump doing that he has to be enlightened by Hollop? What is he, sitting in a lotus position or something?
Ben Crump is not going to give you the time of day.
Ben
Like,
Crump
what
getting
is he,
crump.
like, floating in the atmosphere?
Ben Crump getting crumped up.
And he didn't realize that this is what we needed until Hollop came and told him. Yo,
That's not his
maybe
agenda.
we should have a investment fund for black people to put their money into. Oh shit, son. How long you been thinking of that? You brilliant.
You know what? It'd be like those movies when they take off them glasses. Wait a minute. Say what you just said again.
What was I thinking?
Oh my goodness. But you know what? I mean, since nobody's gonna do it, I guess it's up to us. Ethel made a great point. We just gonna have to study each section. Ethel could take investment advisor. I'll take the fund manager.
If somebody does international law,
Hollow, you do international law. Jabari, I mean, he is civil engineer, but he got to take on an extra load, right? He got to design a framework. I mean, we just gonna have to, back to school. we gotta be scholars now. Peace, love, in Asia. She says Americans don't want to do it. It is an American culture thing. Get somebody else to do it. The people just want to enjoy the fruits of others' labors.
Yeah, but I can understand that if it's not what you do. That I can understand. But it's like if you are a plumber, I think your job is to fix plumbing problems.
Yeah, the plum shit.
If you're an electrician, I think it's your job to fix electrical problems. If somebody comes to you with a problem, you don't tell them, "Oh, well, yo, man, I see you have an electrical problem, but like what? Why did you get training to become what you are if you're not going to help with the problem?" And that's what I'm saying. It's like we have all of these people who are skilled professionals, and they do not apply that skill to their own people.
Oh shit! You got people that are the solution, but still complain about the problem.
And the crazy part about it is these people can develop an African fund in their sleep, based on what the chat GPT laid down. They can do this in their sleep.
Goodness.
This is totally their wheelhouse, but yet they're not doing it. The question is why? Why?
This is sad. This is sad.
Why out of the 50 million black folks, nobody's thought to do it?
Right. And out of the 50 million, we're talking about it.
And don't talk to me about no African Union fund, because I just told you that the African Union is dedicating $157.2 million to operational budget. And for those that don't know what that means, that sounds kind of fancy. It means you just giving money to niggas to do nothing, to just be a part of the African Union. That's where that money's going.
Right.
It does not take $157 fucking million to run this of an organization. And if anything, it should be run on volunteers.
This is crazy.
Yeah, that sounds like a
this
Ponzi
is what we're
scheme.
dealing with. Yeah, of course. That's all it is. It's like corrupt people who only give a shit about themselves. They don't even care about their own. Like somebody said, the problem with Africa is tribalism. Nigga, I wish it was tribalism. Are you kidding me? The problem with Africa is corruption.
Yep.
How are you going to say it's tribalism when you don't give a fuck about your tribe? What kind of tribalism is that? You don't want your land to be developed, but you tribalistic? I thought one of the prerequisites to being tribalistic was caring about your fucking tribe. Just a bunch of old, antiquated, conscious community talking points. I keep hearing it. It's 2023, and I'm still hearing this dumb shit.
Crazy.
But anyway,
I mean, it is so funny because when we had talked about it in the book club, Blueprint for Black Power, and in the past, I mean, our ancestors, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and in a city in Alabama, like they've raised money to to fund their city, to fund the area that they lived in, and to support each other. And from those charts, when they're raising at least 150,000, $100 grand, and investing it back to their environment for better roads, highways, sidewalks, and stuff. It's like, dang, like, how did it? Is that something that we're not inspired by? Like, why did it just stop? Like, why are we not? We're supposed to do better.
Son, I live in Brooklyn, right? There's a section in Brooklyn called Crown Heights.
Mhm.
I don't know if you're familiar with it.
I've heard about it. But I never.
Yeah, my parents live in Crown Heights.
Who
Yeah.
knows where I'm going with this?
Oh yeah. I forgot. I'm from Crown Heights.
Jews in Crown Heights have their own police squad cars, their own EMS trucks.
Get
Eastern
out.
Parkway. Yes.
No.
Separate from the city. They basically police themselves. And and then you wonder, well, how did they get the money to do that? From the people in the community. They pool their resources together because they feel that that's important. We don't want the NYPD paroling our neighborhood. We can take care of our own citizens, our own people. If our people get sick, we got our own trucks, and guess where we take those EMS trucks go to? Their own hospitals.
Right. Not just anyone.
This is not rocket science. And this was a very important thing for me in my development, because when I started seeing all of this stuff and putting this stuff together, I came to the conclusion that this is not a mistake. This is not a miscalculation or the oops. It's concentrated, it's calculated, it's purposeful. There's no way in hell that we can be in this situation for this long without our own people helping the people in power keep us in this situation. It is what it is. You can tell a tree by the fruit that it bears.
Yeah.
Is Ronan in?
Ronan.
I think he's still having audio issues.
Oh, okay. I guess he'll come in when he can.
You hear me?
Oh, there he is.
Hey.
Peace, bro.
Peace.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Hey.
Yeah, what's up, underrated?
It's good.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just a bunch of incompetent people, talking about shit online again.
Yes.
Stuff that we know nothing about. But hey, that's what we do.
I mean, Ethel makes a good point. Like, we just...
Right?
Yeah. What were you saying, underrated?
No, I was just saying Ethel makes a good point. We just gotta go back to school. We gotta pick our majors and our minors. Get back into them books.
How long does it take to become an electrician again?
Well, it depends, because you could get a certificate in a specific field, but I'm thinking a few years or so, to become an electrician. I wish Emoji was on.
4?
He'll probably tell us.
I would figure 4 years. Become a general electrician, probably 4, and then maybe to specify another couple of years.
All right.
Yeah, my house should be in great condition by then.
Oh wait, you got the plumbing though. That's another additional 4 years.
Yeah, then I got to do that. Or maybe if I'm really talented, I could do both at the same time.
Listen, so about how many members are there really, like, in the BAIO?
All together?
Yeah.
About you know what?
I know
Let me
it's
not
over
lie.
one.
I gotta look. I gotta
Okay.
look. Yeah, I don't want to put out any misinformation.
Okay, but I'm just saying, hypothetically, since we all going to have to go back to school.
Hundreds, not thousands. I know that.
Okay. Yeah, but hundreds. We just got to think about what are the main skills that are needed, that are lacking, and then we got to put people back in class.
Wow, that's going to take a lot of time, but I guess we have no choice. We got to do it, man. We got to do it.
Here we go. I'm on the
Who's
website.
going to electrician school? Who wants to handle that?
Don't we have it? We don't have any electricians in the group.
Well, yeah, actually, we got 2 electricians. So we got the electrician part covered.
We got electrician. I think we got
don't have
some
any lawyers
engineers.
or accountants though. That I know.
Okay. So me and underrated can go to school for accounting.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I mean,
Wait, both of
I'm
y'all gonna
retired
take
in
up
a few more
accounting? Maybe
years.
one should take up accounting and the other should be a lawyer.
Okay. I think he will do better as a lawyer. I might do better as accountant.
Underrated. You got to go to law school. He should be a lawyer. And how long?
Oh,
How long does it usually take?
God.
Isn't it about like a decade?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You
Hey,
got to
man,
do.
we got plenty of time, man. Plenty of time.
I mean, look at
There's
the
no sense of urgency
Kardashian
in our-
girl. She didn't go to law school. She did some mentoring stuff under a lawyer. So
Oh,
there are
my
other
goodness.
avenues to become
There's
a
no
lawyer.
sense of urgency. Man, listen, you finish when you finish. We got all the time in the world. All
We
the
just
time
need
in
to
the
know
world.
the concept of law.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Take your time. Black folks got this. They got this. Underrated. They got it.
By the time
got
I'm a
it.
lawyer, y'all already in Liberia and everything.
Or not. Or not. Does it really matter? Because we got it all figured out. And if we don't, we can always fall back on the white man because he understands how to run things.
Yeah,
He gets it.
he sure does. I'm on the website. We have 193 active members in the BAI.
Oh, okay.
193.
Okay.
Someone's a lawyer in there.
Somebody's accounting in there.
Somebody.
Yeah.
They hiding right now. Somebody is a lawyer, an accountant. Somebody's in there.
Do we have a breakdown of everybody's skill set?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, there you go.
We do.
Somebody is
It's
good
not
in
like
math.
I haven't introduced this. This wasn't the first time I've introduced this concept. It's like, but it's hard getting people to. It's easy. I think it's easier to get people's money than it is to get their time.
Yeah, that's the time commitment.
Yeah, to get people to commit to their time is very hard. To get them to put their money up, because like on that, remember that Zoom call we was on that we were listening to?
Yeah.
People was literally begging. Where can I send my money? Where's the link?
Oh, right. Yes. Yeah,
It's
that was
easier, but
crazy though.
Easy to get money, and that's the reason why they get ripped off. Because if it's easy money, I mean, who wants easy money? Thieves.
Yeah.
Well, speak for yourself. I want easy money.
No, you don't. If you want to eat, there's plenty of ways to get it, and you don't want to do it. It's that little thing called a conscience.
Yeah, I'm not that kind of woman.
They were willing to give their money, and then they responded, like, no, we don't have anything set right now, but you could put it into our donations. We have that on our website. It's like, what? You made a proposal, but then you want people to still make a donation?
No proposal. It was just a discussion of making a proposal.
Oh, right. There we go. Technically.
Like, really?
Oh, wait a minute. NDR says I got an A in contract law in undergrad. Oh, snap.
All right. NDR, come on down.
You already way ahead of me.
How they say the price is right? Come on down.
All right. That's our lawyer.
Here we go. Boom. Right. Just like that.
Thank you, NDR.
You're gonna get, right?
He's a genius.
Yes.
Protect this man at all costs. We are going to protect NDR at all costs. He is our lawyer. Protect this man.
I think NDR is a she.
Oh.
I think. Yeah, I believe so. Loving Naja says Kamala is in Africa right now. First stop, Ghana. Yeah, she's a sister.
Oh, damn.
First stop, Ghana.
Damn.
Supposed to go to 2 countries, then Tanzania and Zambia, and like why? What-
Oh, the VP. I forgot she even exists.
yeah, why? Like who cares? She's going in to do what exactly? Wear her Chuck Taylors.
Yeah, but
But anyway, I mean, I guess we've kind of milked this as long as I mean, this is about as much as we can get into the subject.
right, because it's above our pay
Not
grade.
much we can do. Yeah, it's above our pay grade, so we gonna just leave it out there. At least this is out there for public consumption. If there's any lawyers and accountants that want to come and correct all of the madness that we put into this live stream, we are more than welcome to be corrected.
Yep.
More than welcome. But until then, can't really complain about us saying ignorant stuff if you don't want to correct us and teach us the right way. Am I right?
Shaking my head. Shaking my head.
But anyway, let me get off of here. Jabari has a live stream. He's doing it too. So please support that.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be
okay.
good.
What is he doing it on?
He's having a Twitter beef with some chick. And he's
Oh, the
doing a
girl from
response-
Uganda.
Yeah, he's doing a response video to her.
Yeah, she was real hurt.
Yeah, I'm definitely hopping in on that.
Yeah.
We got that coming up, and then of course the book club for chapter 19 just was posted yesterday. So if you have the time, check it out. Of course, members of the BI, we have the book club for tonight at 7. Following that, the lounge. So the usual. But yeah. Last words from me. I mean, it's above my pay grade. That's
Last
it.
words from me, it's above my pay grade. Any last words, Ethel?
Oh, she left.
Oh, she
well,
left.
there
She's
you
gone.
go.
That was her last word. She's like, it ain't it's my pay grade or my problem.
Right. Ronan?
Ronan still having issues. Yeah. Oh wait, she's back. That was your last word, Ethel?
Oh, okay. Last word is lots of things are above my pay grade. You hear me?
I hear you.
Oh yeah, but we got NDR has that contract lawyer who will be our lawyer, and Underrated will be working with her.
So you heard me?
Paralegal.
Oh, yeah, I hear you.
So,
I hear you, Ronan.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is not my normal laptop, so I've been having issues.
Oh, you're having a signal issue. Because I can hear you, but you're going in and out. So you must be in a
Yeah,
bad
like
area.
when I hear you guys, it's like on like a slight delay. Well, I guess it's my normal laptop, so.
Okay. Did you have any last words?
Well, no, I pretty much covered it, man. All I can say about that whole quiz thing, it's interesting that no one has a problem with that, but Black folks aren't trying to do the same thing on a global scale, let alone on the United States. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like I said, a civil engineer in Liberia makes $4,000 a year. The exchange rate is so crazy that we can do anything we wanted to. If we pooled our resources together, we can build Liberia up project by project with no problem. We could pay people. We could literally create a middle class in Liberia if we wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But what do I know? I'm from Brooklyn.
Shaking my head.
Don't listen to dudes from the projects.
Yep.
But the guys from the projects got street smarts.
Just
Apparently, because I have to alert Mr. Crump to the International Diaspora Investment Fund. Like, oh, damn, this dude is thinking about investment funds. Why didn't I think of that? How come that never crossed my mind in the 60 years I've been doing this shit?
calling the phones.
Anyway,
Just-
y'all.
Just got accepted at Georgia State for paralegal. So see y'all in
There you
12
go.
years.
See ya. 12 years later, we gonna handle this shit. This fund is gonna be tight in 12 years.
Hashtag the grind don't stop.
Oh, you gotta laugh to keep
Skill
from
sets
crying,
do
man.
not exist. We will create them
There
ourselves.
you go. We don't care how long it takes, because time is not important when it comes to Black people. We get it done when we get it done, whenever.
Are you on American time or are you on Africa time?
Right.
Watches, what's that? I don't even know what that is. Calendars, psst. Please.
Jeez. But I'll see y'all on the next live stream. If y'all
All right, y'all.
All right.
Peace, everybody.
All right.
Peace.
Good hearing everybody's voice.
Peace.